got too many problems. Life is full of challenges. Everything's too hard. I wish my life was easier. It's an interesting thing to wish for, because how would we get stronger, tougher, better, wiser, even healthier, fitter and stronger if we didn't put our body under pressure, if we didn't have any challenges? Is it possible that every challenge, every problem, every hassle you've ever had in your life has made you tougher, stronger, better and wiser? Reverse, is it possible that we have a world full of very soft people now because they haven't had to handle very many challenges? We've got a lot of teenagers who their biggest challenge is what designer clothing to wear, or what's the best screen to buy, or the best computer game to play. What do we need to do to make sure that we're tough and strong? And could it be a change of headspace that says, I love challenges, I want to have tough times, and if I don't have any, I'm going to go and create some. We used to be healthy, fit and strong because we had active lifestyles. Now we have to create exercise programs, gyms, personal trainers, pieces of equipment. We have to find a way to stay healthy, fit and strong because life doesn't give us that anymore. But when you put your body under pressure, when you lift something heavy, when you get puffed, your body changes, you get fitter and stronger, so now you can handle life better. If you've never had any financial challenges, how could you appreciate money? If you've never had a lousy, stinking, rotten job, how would you ever appreciate it if you've got a great job, or you've got a great career, or you've started a successful business? It's one of those things in my life I'm very grateful for, is every challenge, every problem, every bad experience, every nasty person. I love nasty people because they've now revealed themselves. If I thought somebody was nice and then they do something nasty, I love that because now I know who they are. Before, they tricked me. They were pretending to be a nice person, but they weren't really. But now I know. If I didn't get puffed and didn't lift heavy, I'd be weak and frail. So I really appreciate every hard workout. I don't look at exercise as I've got to go and exercise. I look at it as awesome, I'm going to put my body under pressure so that I can be fitter and stronger for next time. Just as an interesting side note for that, it's a word that we don't hear very often. In fact, a lot of exercise professionals don't even know what I'm about to say. There's this great hormonal system in your body that keeps you alive. And part of that hormonal system is a group of hormones called myokines. And they're messages, hormonal messages that go from your muscle back to your brain, and from your muscle to the surrounding muscles, and from your muscle to your organs, to say, we were put under pressure, we had a challenge, we've got to be better for next time. Have you ever wondered, how do we get fit and how do we get strong? That myokine message process is the muscle telling the brain we need to be better for next time. It's the heart and lungs telling the brain we need to be better for next time. But if you didn't put yourself under pressure, that wouldn't happen, and you just get fat, weak, sick and diseased, like most of the world is now. And I don't share that because I think it's a great thing. It's a horrible, horrible thing, but it's also become very normal. In the Western world now, we have more than 50% of people who are fat, sick, weak, frail, diseased and depressed because they don't put their body under pressure. So if you want to really appreciate life, would it be important to know that there's going to be good times and bad times? There's going to be winter and summer, there's going to be day and night, there's going to be great days and really crappy days. But how could you appreciate any of the really wow things if you didn't have the crappy things? And how could you handle the crappy things that are going to happen if you weren't healthy, fit and strong? So as a focus, why not think about every problem, every challenge, everything that happens to you as a learning experience that makes life interesting, makes life amazing. And as an interesting side note, I've just come from a beautiful dam in the South Island of New Zealand. And the last time we were there, it was empty, drought, dry, sad. I left that dam feeling really sad because there was hardly any water in it. Today, it was overflowing. So it wasn't just a dam anymore, it was this big lake that was overflowing the dam wall and creating massive amounts of power going into the river to create electricity for our local area. And I'm sharing that with you because the difference between the lake and the massive amounts of power was the wall, the dam wall. So the water banks up against that, then it falls over the edge and creates power. So rather than thinking of something as a wall that stops you, how about thinking as every problem, every challenge, every wall that tries to stop you from achieving your goals as a great opportunity to get stronger, better, wiser, tougher, healthier, fitter, and stronger. Because how could we do any of those things if we didn't have challenges? So I love my challenges. I love every problem. I love being a solution finder. I love being healthy, fit, and strong. How about you? Super duper doo. How are you? Are you fit and strong and healthy and overcoming challenges? Woohoo!